Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, I was looking at the first few episodes and me like eating the microphone as it's on a stand sitting there. And I'm just going to sit back, relax, take the microphone with me, and talk back here because you can watch this on YouTube and on Spotify. But if you're listening, you're not even watching the videos. So, I digress. Okay, so I hope everybody had a good week and a half. So, this extended out a little farther because I've been thinking about what day of the week I really want to put new episodes out. And it just kind of made sense for Monday. I teach on Monday mornings, and Monday really sets the precedence for our week. And I figured might as well go in on a positive note. So here we are. Okay, so today's episode, I wanted to focus on your morning routine because this really helped me help pull me out of a funk when I felt like, ooh, every day was kind of the same thing. And when that happens, you're doing the same pattern. You're going down the same energy channels and you just need to redirect a little bit. And it really does help pull you out of there. But starting with COVID, I was rolling out of bed, going right into my laptop, right into my work. And that was not working for me. Well, it was at the time, but I didn't realize what it was doing to my brain, your mental health, when you're not creating a space. Well, when I say space, a comma in between your sleep mode and then going right into work, your brain hasn't even had time to recalibrate yet. Okay, so I'm going to go over what worked for me. Maybe some of this resonates, maybe not, but that's what we're here for, to lean on one another. Okay, so yeah, I was guilty of rolling out of bed and rolling right into my laptop, but I used to go into an office, and I am a yapper. I'm from the Midwest. We have what's called dive bar conversation. I can talk to a tree. Also a yoga teacher, as you know. So really good at having conversations with people. It just comes naturally. So for me, I started waking up earlier to get my head right before starting my day. Being that it is so stinking hot in Texas, you kind of need to wake up before the sun so you're not blazing out in the streets. So I started waking up earlier. And then you can actually go outside without feeling like you're walking out into an oven. But that's down here. So I'll wake up a little earlier, take a walk in my hood, or go on a hike. And there's something super special waking up before anybody else is awake and roaming the streets in my hood, seeing everybody else is still asleep because their cars are still in the driveway. And it's really special spending that time with the universe or with nature when I'm on a hike in the morning and nobody else is out there. It's just so gentle and quiet. And I love that time selfishly for myself. And there's something else to be said in general about getting your steps in. Wellness is so important for all of us. And I mean, longevity of your life. Get your steps in. I'm originally from Wisconsin and I get it. It's so cold in the wintertime, but where my parents live, in their neighborhood, it doesn't matter what temperature it is. There are people out there walking, and I so appreciate them because it keeps me motivated that they don't care it's 10 degrees outside. They're still out there getting their steps in. Um, then I'll do a 10-minute meditation. I mean, 10 minutes might sound like a lot, especially if you've never meditated before. But for me, I'm thinking about going up 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It really does fly by. But if you've never meditated before and you're like, I don't even know where to start. Who, what, where, why, when? What do I do? I'm just supposed to sit there? What? And that might sound weird, but that's the point. When you sit in silence, that you have all the answers that you're looking for. Yeah, we go to outside people and family, whoever, but when you sit quietly, all the answers that you are seeking will be revealed. It's like boom, boom, boom. All the lights are coming off. But go to YouTube. YouTube has a plethora of different meditations. Whatever I'm seeking, that's what I type in keyword search. Morning meditation, mindfulness meditation, the stars, whatever you want, openness, love. Right now, I'm really loving on the Joe Dispenza meditations. If you've never heard of them, Google them, look up his meditations. What I love about his is he puts you in the quantum field and he says, what do you want? What is your goal? I want you to imagine that you already have it. Put yourself in that state. And then emotionally, I want you to go there. How does that feel? And then your body already has that experience. And when you open your eyes, you come out of the meditation, you go out into the world already meeting that energy. So it's looking for you. You already put it out there. How cool is that? We are energy, and what you put out into the world is what's going to come back to you. So that's why karma exists, baby. You do bad things, you wrong someone, it's going to come back. I hate to say it. That is why you just have to be kind, put goodness out into the world, be a good person, be a good human. It's rough out there. Smile at a stranger. I say it all the time. It makes the world a better place. You make the world a better place. And going off of that, your thought, what you are what you eat. So when you are consuming certain things, if that comes to your thoughts, if you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to make it. Well, of course you're not. Look at what you're telling yourself. But if you tell yourself, I am a resilient badass, I can do anything that I put my mind to, that frequency is going to meet you where you're at. Tell yourself that. Morning affirmations are totally a thing. Wake up in the morning, take a look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself how powerful and wonderful you are, because you are a shiny, bright star, a love and light being. Cast that out into the world. It takes you telling one person, hey, good morning. Hey, thanks. I think you're wonderful. And that comes back to you. I don't know. Tell them what you want to tell them. I'm just making stuff up. But we are a frequency. And when you go out into the world with an open heart, with love and light, and you start talking to people, it's kind of crazy how your mind opens to, holy cow, wow, if I just open up a little bit, I didn't realize how other people are so open to. Because when you send that, cast your light out into the world, that's what's going to come back to you. Okay. So getting out of your routine and jumping into unknown territory, that might sound scary, but when you put your energy into new places, set it right in the beginning, that's an unknown place. And when you step into unknown places, you never know what is going to come back your way. If you change your mindset, you change your frequency, you change your energy, and this is going to change your life. Try it on. It might feel weird and uncomfy at first, but this is a new path. And when you do that, eventually you're going to be a little more comfortable as you take a stroll down this new path. Then after your walk and your meditation, this is what I do. I journal. And I've been preaching about journaling. I have been journaling since I was in the 6th grade. It's fun reading back on, 6th grade Brittany, middle school, high school, college. I took a little break in college. I didn't journal for a long time. And then I came back to it when I moved to Texas and was like, wow, I have not journaled in years. But for me, it's when I can't grapple my thoughts and I need to write them down. I'm like, I need to get this out of my head onto paper. So that's one way that I journal. Another way is gratitude. I write down, the sun was out. The sun is out here 90% of the time, but the sun really brings me happiness and literal light. We are plants. We need light. Walked down the street, saw somebody, showed me kindness today. It's little things like that that you can write down that you don't even notice you're grateful for. So at the end of the day, these little acts of gratitude, they're going to change your life. Writing down dates and times just holds me accountable for past me. I've said this in the past, but if a year ago I was talking about how I'm unhappy in a certain scenario in my life, and I'm sitting here a year later and I have done nothing to change my circumstance, well, Brittany, it might be time to change some things up. Change your routine, start actually looking for a job, do something for you. Because I've been there where I find myself sitting in my shit, as I say, going down the same rabbit holes of why is nothing changing? Well, because you haven't changed anything, speaking for myself here. And that's when I'll get back onto writing down my goals, doing what I need to do to get back on the saddle and change the trajectory of where I'm trying to go. Okay, so after your new morning routine, hopefully when you get up, you go to your laptop, you step into this new mindset. And when you step into a new mindset, you're changing your life. Something I mentioned real quick too, because food is going to really, what you put into your body is, you can feel it when you eat something that's really heavy or not healthy. You're feeling more heavy throughout the day. But I started waking up and the first thing, different version of me. I would wake up and the first thing I would have is coffee. But when you put coffee in your stomach first thing in the morning, you spike your cortisol. That is a stress hormone. We don't want that. What you do want is water first thing in the morning. You were just sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. Drink a full glass of water. You are 60% water. Get your water in throughout the day. I used to have a smoothie for breakfast, not knowing that for me, it's just sugar. I switched to protein. Right now, I am loving 2 eggs, cottage cheese, avocado. Don't knock the cottage cheese till you try it. I'm getting my protein in. That's what I've been trying to do. Put it right in when you scramble your eggs. You won't even know the cottage cheese is in there. I promise. It's delicious. I think it's delicious. A little different. And then Greek yogurt, more protein and fruit. But when you notice your body is out of whack, you're going to feel it. And food is medicine. When you take in, eat the rainbow, your colors, you want fruit, you want greens, you want protein. That's what is going to put you on the right path to a happy, healthy life. And after all of this might sound like a lot to do in the morning before 8 a.m. But this is what works for me. I'm just kind of trying to put ideas out there for what might work for you. One, all of the things. You probably already have a morning routine. We'll get there. But I hate to tell you this part, you're going to have to start waking up earlier. I was never a morning person, but when I moved to Austin, I started teaching really early in the morning, 7:15 a.m. I'll tell you, 6 is not my jam. 7:15, okay, I can sign up for that. But teaching early in the morning, my day is getting started earlier. I'm waking up earlier. And I promise you that when your alarm goes off, you might be groggy going, oh my gosh, what time is it? But your body is going to do whatever you tell it to do. Don't overthink it. Roll over, get up, get your body moving. And if you're a napper, take a napper later on. I am not a napper. Never worked for me. So, I'm all about the journal prompts. This week, I want you to write down your morning routine. And if you don't have one, it's time to get one. I'm the sign. Come on. We're working on this together. And the journal prompt is, what is your journal or what is your morning routine? And what is working with it? What isn't working with it? How do you want to revamp it? Thoughts are one thing. Writing it down is another thing. And this is the time to be selfish. Be selfish with what you need in the morning. And I'm a single lady over here. I get to be selfish in whatever I'm wanting. If you have a partner, when I had a partner, it's still, I need that time for myself before the collaboration of being with people, being around the dogs, being around anything else. Like, what do you need? And then get to everything else, because we are the first people that we neglect. And you need to come back to yourself sometimes so you can properly serve to those around you. And don't forget, first things first, make your bed in the morning. When you have a clean space, you have a clean mind, and that is going to set the precedence for the rest of your day. And remember, you are a bright, shiny star. Keep emanating your light out into the world, casting it out. It is Monday. I want to start the tone with a nice, shiny, bright star that you are for the week. And take this with you for the rest of the day, the rest of your week, until we meet again next Monday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please give the podcast a 5-star review. That is how this really grows, and that's where we're going. We are in growth mode. See you next week. Thanks, guys.